Lastly, I want you to know that please don't interfere with people's karmas. If you see a certain someone suffering, let them. You do not know why they're suffering. Either they are suffering because they did something bad to someone, or might be that they are in between this spiritual awakening and growing. However, when you know go in between somebody's suffering while they're suffering, you enter their life and you try to heal them. You do not know what that person has done in the past. That person might have been a cheater, that person might have betrayed someone, right? And they are suffering because of that. You putting any amount of energy into such kind of a person is you taking half responsibility for what you didn't even do. So if somebody comes to you for help, that is a different thing. Giving advice is a different thing. But going out of your way in order to heal someone, going out of your way to enter somebody's energetic field, going out of your way to put in efforts to heal someone is very this is something you should never do for your own mental health. Use discernment when it comes to people. Use discernment when it comes to the fact that should I put that much energy into a certain someone or not. Quite literally use discernment. There is nothing else that can help you. If you really want to help someone, if you really want to, sometimes you really want to help someone, sometimes you really want to interfere in between, but you have to surrender to God. You have to understand that God is there for everybody. And if somebody is suffering, and if let's say they are paying for their karma or they are growing, God is taking care of them. And you do not know how much you cannot care for somebody as much as God can. That is what I'm trying to say. Even if you give your 100%, God is only doing less. Let's just assume that God is only doing 1% for that person and you are giving your 100%. The 1% that God is doing for that certain someone is much more than the 100% that you are going to put in. Right? So you have to surrender to God. You have to trust God. That God is taking care. God is taking care of people's karmas. God is taking care of the people who are suffering. He takes care of everyone. Bad people, good people, everyone. But you have to trust in Him. And therefore you should not jump in the second you see somebody suffering. If you really want to manifest your dream relationship, you need to stop doing that. You need to genuinely stop making amends with people or going out of your way to heal people. Let another healed soul find you. Let another healed soul come in contact with you. At least come in contact with you so that you know what a healthy relationship looks like, what a healthy friendship looks like. Instead of just going around and trying to desperately heal people so that they in return give you something which they are never going to, because unhealed souls lack gratefulness. First thing, let people grow, let people heal, let people suffer at their own pace. If somebody comes to you for advice, for help, that is a different thing. Lastly, I want to say that ego death is required, right? If you enter into a relationship from a place of ego, from a place of validation, or anything anything that surrounds that, or anything that you identify with, or anything that you want to show off to this world, and which is not in divine alignment, which has nothing to do with God's interference in your life, God's presence in your life, then definitely you're going to suffer in your another relationship also. All that I'm trying to say is that repent, retreat, cry as much as you want, but don't repeat. Don't repeat. That is the message. Don't repeat the hurt. Don't repeat the cycle. When you approach another connection the next time, approach it from a place of love. Approach it when you are healed. Until that time, it does not matter how much comfort you are seeking. Seek that comfort in the lap of the Almighty. Seek that comfort in His feet. Seek that comfort in His presence. But do not seek that comfort in another person's arms. That is where you lose. And then you keep running in cycles in your life. Cut those cycles short once and for all. Finish those cycles. Your life is supposed to go like this and not like this. And there's only one way to do that, is to heal yourself. Is to not live from a place of hate for literally anybody. Is to trust God, is to surrender God. Lastly, I want you to practice some prayers, because if God removed a certain person from your life, it is God's protection. And I want you to literally pray for the lost souls, of such lost souls. Pray for these lost souls who have lost their path. May God show them their path. May they go through enlightenment. May they heal. I want you to pray to God to provide you with the strength to be able to get over this. To be able to heal and live the life in peace, and live a life in peace. To be able to find your person. To be able to reach that level that you are able to find your person via God. And I want you to pray to protect you. I want you to pray to God to protect you. Yeah. It's always God's protection. It's always God's mercy on us that sometimes some people leave our timeline. And you should be grateful for that. That is my niece. I really hope that helped. Thank you.